Hello, everyone. Yay!
Hello.
D&D time. Uh,
Finally.
Not much else to say. Cynthia, take it away.
So, last session, when the group was approached by the first friendly NPC they had met in Merkfall just 3 days ago, Wilhelmina, she told them that she knew of a way to get inside of the manor to talk to Meyersdorf and find out what happened. Since no one could get inside because of the heavy guard of hired mercenaries blocking every way in or out of the mansion, mercenaries who pretended not to be mercenaries, the group really needed her help. Wilhelmina said that she was concerned about her friend, Lady Meyersdorf, and wanted to see if she was all right. With two ladies of the Little Ladies Book Club in tow and a platter of cookies with sleeping potion in it already prepared, the group hesitantly trusted Wilhelmina and followed her down to the stables underneath the Meyersdorf manor. The group waited at the stairs, still discussing the growing feeling of distrust towards the strangely excited about breaking the rules and breaking and entering the manor, Wilhelmina. She, in turn, took the two ladies and managed to make the mercenaries fall asleep. Instead of waiting for the rest, she, however, entered inside of the stables immediately and made her way to the other end quietly. Unfortunately, the others weren't as adept at stealthing through the stables as Wilhelmina and her ladies, and managed to wake up a guard who had heavily been snoring in the hay, sleeping off their hangover. As the group was preoccupied with knocking this man unconscious, Wilhelmina managed to slip inside the docks area underneath the manor after expertly lockpicking this door. When the guard finally went down by the major's hands, presumably to defend his honor as a man, the group quickly hid the two unconscious guards in the hay and left Prion guarding the outside of the stables. The others then went through the door, but instead of going quietly again, they rolled inside over the docks, alarming the guard hounds who had been distracted by a hunk of meat presumably left by Wilhelmina. The group discovered that she was very prepared. They fought the dogs and managed to escape through the large wooden doors, sealing it behind them. It's at that point where they heard screaming and shouting, and within seconds the group rushed upstairs and heard something going on the second floor and behind a door in the hall. Exploring the opulent manor further, the group freed a trapped Ermeline Meyersdorf within her living room and were too late to stop whatever happened in the study upstairs. When they arrived, they found two trembling, fearful ladies, a body bleeding out on the floor and a dripping of saliva on their heads. Looking up to the ceiling. Okay, give me 1 second, sorry. Looking up to the ceiling, they see a grotesque, gruesome mockery of Wilhelmina. Her body turned in impossible ways, climbing onto the ceiling with dripping wax like hands and nails as long as daggers. It screeched loudly, and its smile was as wide as its head spread open as it let go, and turned into a large brown bear, growling and tearing immediately into the person closest to it. That is where we left off last session, and I believe we are all still in initiative order.
Except for Robin, probably. She may have to roll.
Except for Robin. So, and then there's one thing as well,
No, no,
Robin. As you can
no.
see, I will guide you a little bit through this. So try and zoom out as much as you can right now, and try and get the entire map in your view, if that's possible. Yeah, do you have it? Okay. Yeah, can you say something and not nod? Because I don't have you in view.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So here you've been standing guard here. Do you see my ping?
Yep.
Okay. It's at the point where you hear, at some point, you hear a lot of growling and shouting, and you hear your friend almost being torn to shreds. And you're still standing here. You take a moment to hesitate, but at some point, you hear the slamming of doors. After the slamming of doors, you hear a scream, and it's coming from upstairs out of a window. Um, you can choose if you want to go this way or you want to go upstairs over the staircases or you want to go into an unexplored door that you've seen earlier. But you do know from what you've heard, because this door was open, as the others were fighting the hounds, that there are hounds, and they've also shouted that there were 3 hounds. That there are hounds here that they've locked out outside as they went inside. You hear a very loud, ear-splitting scream, and that screaming continues to go on as you hear these ladies screaming, but also the screaming of a man, breaking of glass, all that kind of stuff. What, as Brion, would you like to do?
Thing that I am worried about right now is if Lux is okay.
I'm gonna give you like a few actions to do, and I just want to see which way you're going.
But then probably I won't pick on the dogs on my own. Did I hear if they hurt them in any way?
Yes, they definitely hurt them.
The dogs.
Yeah, the dogs were hurting your friends
And the other way around?
as well.
And the staircase over here? This one? Where does
Yeah,
it
that
lead?
leads upstairs. So I'll show you a handout at the moment. There you go. So here you see a handout, right?
Yeah, yeah,
If you zoom in,
yeah.
you see the Meyersdorf mansion in isometric view, right? So that like little grassy
Right.
area is where you are, and if you go upstairs to that crowd of people again, where the doors are being guarded by mercenaries.
That doesn't make any sense then. So then I will go and see the doggies then.
There were more doors, but you can go to the doggies if you want.
There were more doors?
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
also a door.
this one. All right, but
No, no,
that's
no.
unexplored.
This is a door. Yeah.
Does it sound like the ruckus is coming from this way as well?
Sorry, what did you say?
Does it sound like the ruckus, the fighting, comes from here as well?
No, it comes from upstairs. It's just, yeah, you really need to find a way inside. That's it. You got like, as you can see right now, Brion, you are like hesitating. You don't know really what to do. But you have 2 options. You can go through the way known to you, which is the dogs. But you did hear 2 heavy doors and you heard it being a very large wooden beam like being shoved into place. And the dogs are now riding up this door, unable to go in anymore. So that's what you heard. The other
I'm ahead
door
here.
is unexplored.
I'm going that way.
Yes?
The only option.
Okay. That
So
door
I'll head to the door.
is
Is it?
locked. How would you like to open this? In your haste, in your
I am going
worry?
to barge.
Okay,
Like
so you
full
take like a
sprint.
running leap and you're full sprinting in it. Okay, I would like a athletics check, and I'm giving you advantage for this because your friend is in danger. That's a 20. So you can describe to me how you're like breaking this door down.
Okay, so I'll run up from about here. So like a kind of long way.
Yeah.
Take a few big steps and then just throw my shoulder into the door. I'm just with all my strength throwing myself at the
Okay.
door.
Here's your token, by the way. So with all your strength, you throw yourself into this door. As you do that, you reveal this room to you. And you see another door inside. So you can move your token for now. The screaming has not stopped at this point.
In a flash of a few seconds, does anything stand out in this room? Anything I could?
No, it's just two buckets. They're empty. You see a little chair there. There's a candelabra. It's burning, and there are like 3 stacks of hay in the corner. Nothing else stands out to you.
Okay. I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to make a mess of it, and to be sure, I'm going to put out the fire of the candle.
Yeah.
I'll just stomp
So-
it with my feet and then throw myself at the other door again.
Okay, this door seems to go open, so you fall against the wall on the other side.
Good. That's good.
It's very dark in here, but I think as a half-orc, you have dark vision.
I have.
Yeah, so this is dark. There's no light. You see some broken glassware in the right corner to your right here. Other than that, there is yet another door here, and there's a door here.
Okay. I'll try and open this door.
Okay, so yeah, you open that door without any problem. You walk into this room. You don't see anything. You don't see your friends. You do see a staircase to your right.
Do I hear anything coming from above?
Yeah, you definitely hear a lot coming from above. It's at this point where you hear your friends just above your head talking to a lady who'd stopped screaming, but there are 2 other women further away, further up, that are still screaming. And it's at this point where you hear your friends running this up the stairs.
Okay, I'll put
They
my
seem to
one
be
hand.
running even further away from you.
I'm putting my one hand on my pike and I'll run up.
Okay, so you run up. Is there anything you want to prepare as you're running up? It's here, so you come out here at the
I mean,
moment.
if in any form or
Do you see this? You're coming out
way,
this staircase.
yeah.
Okay.
In any formal way, if one of my friends is in immediate danger and I can see if anyone is attacking one of them,
Yeah.
I'm a hit back.
Okay, you don't see anyone in danger. You do hear your friend Lux upstairs. She just ran from here to here. That's
I'm
the
going up.
moment you are up, and it's this point where we're all going to start battle again. So I'm putting you here. There you go.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Initiative.
Okay, and so for this, we have been using the initiative order that we started at the start of the game. I'm going to let everyone roll for initiative again if you'd like. Yes?
Yep,
Yes.
fine.
Sure.
Or was I too early?
You need to select your token. Maybe that's what went wrong. Otherwise, Cynthia should be able to manually enter it. Sorry, was just checking on something.
It worked now. Oh god. Not in my favor though.
It's the first time I've rolled higher than a 10, so for initiative.
Well, you were last here, so it kind of makes sense.
So everyone rolled for initiative?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. I was lost here.
Okay, so and luckily it also makes sense that the misformed, grotesque creature that just fell from the ceiling turns into a bear and immediately attacks. Yeah, so give me 1 second. Get my taps in order.
What's the thing with us and bears?
So, and it immediately attacks you.
Mm-hmm. Alduin, yes.
There you go.
I need to turn down that music. Because it's a bit loud.
There you go. And it has a multi-attack. So, does a 19 hit you, Alduin?
Yes, a 19 hits.
Okay. Its teeth sink into your shoulder as it like bites you for 6 damage, and then its claw just moves back over its head, and then it claws you with an 18 to hit,
Yeah, that hits.
and for another 6 damage.
Okay.
This creature is heavily damaging you. What is your passive perception?
11.
11. Okay, good to know. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Is that its turn?
That is then its turn. Now it is your turn, Eldwin. What would you like to do?
So as my first action, I will be using the Band of the Dryad to... Oh, I cannot actually post that in chat. That's great. Let's see, to heal myself for 4d4 plus 4. Roll 4d4. Come on. Roll 4d4 plus 4. Great, 2 ones. I healed myself for 11 points of the healing.
Yes.
So I'm at least back at almost what I was at before this started. And then I'm gonna use a bonus action to light my sword up and take 2 points of damage. And now my sword is lit. And I am going to just move around it like this, staying within its melee range, but move around to its back.
Okay, yeah, you see it like move along with you, just turning.
Yeah, perfect. Turn your back to my friends. Do that. So he's like with his sword out, just moving around it.
Okay, okay. So, Sanamin, these doors, just for your information, are now wide open.
Great.
You look inside, and you see that Alduin just like was bit into his shoulder. A claw rakes across his chest as blood gushing out, and then you see Alduin just holding the ring for just a second, and then just this flowery green energy just sprouts forth from its hand, and it just wraps him in this green light that looks like almost like veins of a tree with like little buds, and it just seems to heal him. And just for a moment, you hear like the melodic voice of the Dryad with you, Eldwin. As he's healed, Eldwin like damages himself by lighting up his sword and then moving around the bear. And he makes eye contact with you, Xanamin. What do you do as this bear's turned its back against you? And the two ladies are still screaming loudly in this room. It's like just ear-splitting loud.
Hello? I would like to request that the ladies get out of there and be quiet. After which I'm going to cast a Snowball Swarm at the following 5-feet sphere. This sphere, to be exact.
Yeah. Okay.
And
it's a sphere, right? So let's make it a sphere. I think we have a.
Do we have a sphere? I don't know. If I
Probably.
can freehand, draw shape, Alt. Oh, Alt. Yeah, I can do spheres.
There you go. Here's a sphere.
There's a sphere.
Oh, I already made one as well. Yeah, perfect.
That's a perfect sphere.
It's round.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you press Alt, you can draw spheres instead of squares.
Okay, so a flurry of magic snowballs suddenly erupts from the point that you point your finger at as you just like use a little piece of ice. He's making a dexterity saving throw.
Yes,
Okay.
I believe so.
Yeah, just give me 1 second.
14. Damn. Oh,
That
it already
was a
rolled for
really
you.
nice roll.
That's a 11, so that is a failure. He fails its saving throw as its back is turned against you. Did not see this coming, and then suddenly snowballs are just battering him down as he takes 3d6 or 14 cold damage. It screams an unholy sound that does not sound like a bear. It almost sounds like a mixture of like voice cords, vocal cords that are melted like wax and are vibrating in the air.
Very nice.
Oh, I need to not draw and try to. After that, I will take. I will try to get into the room. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm gonna stand over there.
So this sphere doesn't stay, right?
No, it's an instant.
No. Yeah, so okay. Yeah, perfect. So you just stay over there, and then the Bertha, the lady behind you, just keeps on screaming. And the closer you get, the more scared she is. You do watch Anita, who'd stopped screaming and is just watching you, and then she's just pointing here, and then watching you, she's pointing here, just unable to speak, but she's like they're terrified. So, Lux, I think that was your turn, Sanamin?
Yeah, that was my turn. Yeah.
Lux. So these doors are wide open. You see everything that happened to Alduin. You see the bear turning. You see these snowballs battering down onto its body. You see Xanamin moving to the other side of the room, out of your sight. And from your point of view, you see Anita as well, just terrified, looking at Xanamin and pointing at something in the window. Her eyes just filled with fear. What would you like to do?
Do I, with a quick glance, see what she's pointing at?
No.
Okay.
This is your point of view at the moment. So you can't see the window.
Okay. Lux is just snarling at the creature. What did you do to Wilhelmina? And you see her silver hair kind of drift up, and she, for the first time, summons her spiritual weapon over.
Okay, what does your spiritual weapon look like?
It's a very detailed greatsword, silver with a grip that's made of like gnarled mahogany kind of wood with vines wrapped around it. And the pommel is inlaid with a blue stone in the shape of 2 mirrored moons.
Okay.
It has kind of this weird organic edge of the blade.
Here you go.
Pretty.
Yeah. I can't control it yet. But
now you can.
Yeah. And I'm going to tap it in the bag, I hope.
Okay, so what? It's a 16 to try and hit this bear.
20.
That definitely hits.
It's actually a 21 because it's flanking.
No, a spiritual weapon doesn't get flanking.
It
bonus.
doesn't?
Nope.
No, it doesn't. Or at least it doesn't give it. But
It doesn't give it and doesn't receive it.
And then I rolled a 1 plus 3 is 4 damage. But that's my bonus action, and it looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, so it's 4 damage. So your spiritual weapon suddenly like pops into existence as it like grows the vines onto it. It's very beautiful, and suddenly it slices through the hide of the bear, seemingly only shaving off a bit of the top of it. And as you see these hairs just flurry into the air and a bit of skin, it just like drips down onto the floor like wax.
Then I would like to step back over here and grab my longbow, and for my action I'll like to shoot it in the ass as well.
Okay. Yeah. What is your passive perception?
My passive perception is
A 9 unfortunately misses, but
15.
continue. It's a 15. Okay, so as you move back further into this hallway, you put your longbow up, and as experienced as you are at shooting arrows, your arrow goes wide over the creature. It's not because you are not able to hit it, no, it's because for just a moment you're distracted, because now you see what Anita was pointing at. You see that the window is broken from the inside out, but also that there are papers burning onto the desk, a candle being flown into it, just everything ripped up into pieces.
Do I have still time to scream something at the rest?
Yes.
Look, somebody jumped outside through the window. And that's my turn.
Yes. The documents seemed official, by the way. Okay, Brion. It is your turn. You hear Lux screaming as she comes a little bit closer to the staircase. Someone jumped out of the window! And you hear a bear growling and ripping into Alduin as you hear his grunting noises of pain. And just he keeps it contained, but you hear magic being shouted and flurries being blown. What is it that you would like to do?
View of the thing. Bear?
Oh, can you go? Oh, I can't hear you.
Can't?
Yeah, I put your user volume up. What did you say?
Can I see the thing, the bear, from here?
Yes. No, wait, actually, give me 1 second. So these pillars, they go up to the ceiling. So this is your view right now. See?
Which
you
movement
can't.
do I actually have? Oh, yeah. Okay. That's
Yeah.
then. That's all I can do.
Well, you can. Well, if that's all you can do, then you can use your action to move further.
True. Another 30 then?
Mhm.
I'll move up to here, and whilst going by Lux, I'll
Yeah.
ask her if she's okay.
You can go to here, by the way.
No, right. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
I'll
so
ask Lux if she's okay.
Okay, you barge past and you say, "Are you okay?" And you continue on.
Yep.
Then it is the bear's turn, or whatever this creature is. Still, it looks around, seeing all kinds of things happening. But it's too focused on Alduin right now, as Alduin seems the most dangerous with a burning sword right in front of its face. Does a 15 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. So it tries to bite you, and for 9 damage, its teeth sink into your shoulder. and then it claws you with a natural 1. So as its teeth sink into your shoulder, it moves its claw up. But it's at this point where you, Alduin, you know its tricks. It bites and then it claws. So you move down to the floor, just ducking underneath its claw as it just moves and swipes over you. It nearly loses its balance, but it just growls as it comes down onto his paws again and just growls angrily. It's at this point where you just see that its mouth is wider than it normally should. It's just nothing about this creature seems natural to you. That is its turn. Now, actually, what it will do is it will move around you, and it seems to be standing in front of what looks to be burning papers on this desk. It's a body imposing you and trying to block you from whatever is behind it. Alduin, what would you like to do?
Okay, so as my bonus action, I'm just gonna fucking do it because I'm a blood hunter and that's what we do. We risk things. And as I'm trusting Brion to back me up in a sec. I am going to bonus action Blood Curse of the Marked. And I am going to amplify it. So I'm going to take some extra damage, of course. That's 4 damage, of course.
And you curse him?
Yes, I do now. Let's see. Until the end of my turn, I roll an additional Hemocraft die, and because of the Amplify, I now also have advantage on the next attack.
Okay.
It only lasts until the end of my turn, so...
yes.
The mark's maybe a bit overkill. Okay, roll 20, come on. I love you, my friend. I love you. I love you. I love you! 20 for the hit.
Definitely hit. A 24 definitely hits.
Okay, it's how close to a critical was that? Just 1 away. 1 away from a crit. Crit would have been great. So that's 14 points. So that's 10 points of slashing damage and 4 points of fire damage.
Okay.
So as it moves around, I just slash it while it moves.
It seems as you slash it with your greatsword, it seems your sword slashes through the creature, and where you expect it to have a gashing wound, it is like you're slashing through candle wax, and it just knits back together. There doesn't seem to be any damage done by your sword. However, the fire seems to melted in some way. It does seem to do that damage, but your slashing damage seems to be completely useless.
Very well. Yeah. Okay. I am going to back off. So it could, if it wants to, try and hit. But I am going to back off from it.
You have some problem with, life? Or...
So you're backing off, and it will use its reaction to try and hit you. Yeah, there we go. With its claw. Let's see, 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That is 9 damage.
Then I'm unconscious. I didn't really have any other choice. It would have just downed me next turn anyway.
Okay. So you see that as you try and back away, its claw rakes across your chest and it just takes the flesh with it. Your chest now exposed. You fall backwards onto the floor, bleeding on the ground. Now, Xanamin, you see your friend using its powers, its innate powers, to try and slash through this creature. And you see, just as Alduin, that slashing does not do any damage to it. The fire, however, burned it, just like your magical attacks have damaged it. And then, just surprised by this, Alduin backs away and just gets attacked by this bear and fell to the ground. What is it that you would like to do?
Yeah. New stuff.
Berta and Anita still screaming.
Still screaming.
Yeah.
In that case, I'll just repeat myself. Get out of the room, and I will take. I will take 2 steps and to get close to Alduin, and after I do that, I will use.
Help
I will
potions
use.
are bonus actions.
Yeah, I don't believe I have a potion with me. Oh wait, I have a potion. Applying a potion is a bonus action?
In my game, it's a bonus action.
Okay, then I will use the potion of health on Alduin.
Okay. So, as a bonus action, you uncork it, shove the liquid into Alduin's mouth, and then roll for it.
2d4 plus 2.
2d. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
looking at that. 2d4 plus 2. Whoo!
Nice!
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Way to go.
So that's all of my good rolls. And I will use my action to magic missile.
All right.
Yeah, and I don't know if I set up to roll that. I did. 20 feet radius. No, that's the wrong spell.
That's the right one.
1d4 plus 1. Okay. And I can do another 2.
Yeah. Okay, that's 5. It's 10. It's 14 damage on this creature. So as magic missile just blasts, it's force damage, by the way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, force.
Yeah. As these missiles force their way into whatever creature this is, you see holes being blown inside of this body, like burn and melting away. It seems to have more and more difficulty trying to hold its form together. It's growling, but you also see fear in its eyes. It doesn't seem close to death, but it doesn't seem like it wants to stay here any longer.
Great. And that's the end of my turn.
In the meantime, the papers on this desk are still burning to a cinder. Burning and burning. Whatever it is being burned there, it has now had 12 seconds to burn. Lux, what would you like to do?
Where was that window that the broken window?
Here's the broken window.
Okay, over there. I would like to. Well, why can't I pick up my? Oh, that's why. I would like to double dash over to the window.
Okay.
And I would like the spiritual weapon to kind of come chill with me. And I would like as a bonus action to move the spiritual weapon and attack the bear again. And I would also like to try and look outside if I see anyone running from the window.
Okay, wait, what? So, how you were standing here? That's 60 feet. So you used your action and your movement to get there, and then you're using your bonus action to attack the bear. Yeah. You're a little bit too busy to look out of the window, but you can do everything else.
Okay, sure. Then I'll just do that my next round, I guess.
Yes. Okay. So
I'll
make an attack with your spirit
outside.
weapon. What is your passive perception?
15.
Okay, and do you have dark vision?
Yeah.
60 feet?
Mm-hmm.
With a quick glance, you see a drop down of 20 feet. You can't really make anything out with a quick glance because you're too busy putting your spiritual weapon onto the bear. You are, however, very distracted trying to do everything at once, so it doesn't hit.
Yeah.
You're trying to do so many things at once, but it's just this burning fire right next to you that's burning all these papers on this desk that's taking your attention. It's the spiritual weapon that you're trying to pierce into the bear, and it's only half missing. You're trying to look outside at the same time, and in the brief glance outside, you just see darkness, and you see the crowd of people that are gathering down, and they are also just screaming, and it's just chaos everywhere. They have been fighting the mercenaries for the past few moments, so whatever has happened, you can't make it out right now.
Chaos. I'm in my element.
All right, that is your turn. Now it's Brion. Brion, you saw your friend just run into the room, standing onto the precipice of this window, looking outside through the broken glass, behind this fire burning on the desk as her spiritual weapon misses the bear. What would you like to do? Whilst these ladies are still screaming, not moving. Hello? Robin?
Um, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Sorry.
Okay. I would love to run forward, and in the meantime, I'll just shout as loud as I can. Shut up! I mean, I could see what Lux was trying to do, right?
Without Nayada answering, what do you think Lux was trying to do?
I think that she wanted to, I mean, one, she was looking out the window and she was trying to attack the bear. But the fact that she
Yeah.
went there means that the window is very important.
Yes.
Okay, so I am going to head up to there.
Okay.
And I'll kind of look at Lux like, what do you want? And then I'll step my pike towards the bear.
Okay.
Won't do shit, but
With a 14, you hit the bear. You stab it. Is this piercing damage?
it is.
Okay.
But I haven't rolled for damage yet.
So your pike just pierces through its body and it slides it through almost like it's butter, and as you pull it back, the wound knits behind it, and the bear just looks at you, and almost like it just suddenly forms a human smile that resembles that of Wilhelmina. It just smiles at you, and then you hear deep from within below. No need to roll for damage.
I will look it straight in the eyes.
Okay.
And just stare.
Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay. So give me 1 second. Okay, so you suddenly see it just laughing loudly and its voice suddenly turns from a human to a bear to a cackling of a bird. It's at this point where you see it suddenly form into what looks like a raven. Yeah, so like I'm just gonna scale it down. There we go. This is a raven now.
It's now a tiny bear. It is now a tiny bear with wings. This is now canon.
Okay, it's a tiny bear with wings, but anyways,
Great.
it looks like a raven.
Shit.
And it will fly up and use its full speed to fly out of the window.
Attack.
Do I
What
get
would
an
everyone like to do?
opportunity? Or
Alright,
does
are
the
we still...
spiritual weapon get an opportunity or not?
No, spiritual weapon does not get an opportunity.
Do I?
Yes, everyone who was next to the bear gets an attack of opportunity, so that's Alduin and Brion.
Mine is with
Good. Now
disadvantage
does it
because
do
I'm on the ground.
Not that it does anything,
Yes.
but
So that's a 9. It doesn't hit it.
Disadvantage? Nah, it doesn't hit.
A 7 also does not hit. Alduin, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I would like to get up and use my action to take out my water skin and put out the fire. Then hop on the table over here. It's dark outside currently because it was like a dark vision question.
Pitch dark.
Right.
Yes.
Also quickly grab to his belt.
But you do see a few lights down. You see a crowd of people.
Give me a second.
Like
give me a second.
pitchforks and
Give me a
everything.
second.
Yeah, sorry.
Let me finish
I'm trying
what
to
I was
say
going to
that
do
it's
first.
Not just...
But it is dark
vision.
outside. So
Yeah.
let me do my thing. So you'll see him grab to his belt, take out like a very small like vial, pop off a cork, drink it down. Lux will see that for a second he closes his eyes and she sees like these dark veins just around his eyes. And when he opens his eyes are just pitch black. And I've just taken a night eye potion, or night eye mutagen, as a bonus action.
Does that take an action?
This is a bonus action.
Cool.
And I now have dark vision. 60 feet.
Nice.
And also I'm also it's drow dark vision, so I'm vulnerable to sunlight.
Okay. Nice.
So what do I see now?
Xanamin. The same thing as Lux, because you can't take an action to look further.
Okay.
But you do see, you see a crowd of people that are fighting these mercenaries to try and get inside. You see, with your, because you don't have a very high passive perception, but you have, because you are quite intelligent though. What you see at this moment is the perfect way of escaping. You do see that the raven is flying away. There you go. As you can see, there you go. Can you all see this little map now?
One moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Let me just scale it up. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so you see Meyersdorf Mansion. At the M of Meyersdorf Mansion, that's kind of where the window is, where you guys are. It's on that side. And you see that bird flying over the rooftops of the building in front of Meyersdorf Mansion, seemingly into the direction of the Black Brain Bar.
Okay. Okay.
Xanamin, what is it that you would like to do?
I think I would like to walk up to the paper as the window is currently blocked by people.
Yes.
And I would like to see if I can use prestidigitation to salvage some of the paper that's now soaked and charred.
Okay.
Probably.
With prestidigitation, you dry all of the pieces of paper. It's going to be quite a puzzle piecing these pieces back together. Some bits are burned. but you seem to be salvaging quite a bit from it. It seems to be more
Okay.
legible after you cast prestidigitation on it. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Yeah, and I'd like to turn around to Berta and to Anita and ask them what the hell just happened in this room.
They're babbling incoherently, but it seems that out of the two, Anita is the one who is a little bit more quiet and also
Yeah.
more helpful. She seems to be the one to talk to. Lux, what would you like to do?
How far away is the bird?
I need to calculate that. 40 feet away.
And my spiritual weapon, it floats, so it could just float behind the bird.
Yes, but you can only move a spiritual weapon 10 feet. 20 feet
Oh yeah,
on your turn.
yeah. Then I would like to just try and shoot the bird with my longbow.
Okay. So, with a 14, you definitely hit this bird. And your arrow pierces through its body and flies out the other side.
Yeah, I thought so.
Whatever you think is that this creature definitely seems to be immune to both piercing and slashing damage.
Well, I guess that's
Rion,
it.
would you, so you took your action to do that. Is there anything else you would like to do with your bonus action?
No. I would like the spiritual weapon to kind of float above my head.
Okay.
So,
Rion, is there anything you would like to do? Hello?
Are the ladies okay?
Okay. The ladies seem absolutely heavily traumatized with like tears streaking down their faces, their makeup just almost dripping off their chins. Berta is just babbling incoherently as something is smeared across her chest, but Anita is just just talking to herself right now.
I'll walk over to Berta, to the panicking one. I'm the right person for this job. And I'll comfort her. I'll kind of walk over and just kind of pat her shoulders and go like, there, it's okay, it's fine, you're safe. Relax, stop crying.
Okay. Make a persuasion check. Hey, it's okay. Stop crying. You seem to be doing your best in the situation. It doesn't seem to be helping that much.
Doesn't the patting help?
Definitely not.
I'm doing my best to smile.
That does make things worse.
Okay.
It's at this point where both Elduin and Lux see the bird move at double its speed, and it would now at this point be 120 feet away. It is out of your dark vision. And we are out of initiative order.
Right. So the immediate thing that I would do when it would have gotten to my turn, between quotes, because we're now out of initiative order, so run over to the body,
Yes.
immediately check for vital signs. Check.
Okay.
Check the body.
So you run over to the body. Make a medicine check for me, please.
10.
Can you... Okay. Can you guys hear the music?
Yes.
I heard it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, cool. Okay, so we did 10. You feel its neck. There doesn't seem to be a heartbeat. It's still
Body's
warm.
still warm.
Definitely still warm.
I will. Fuck it. I'm just gonna fucking try it. I'm gonna flip the body over and I'm gonna attempt to. No, Lux, could you try healing this man? Is that a possibility?
Sure, and I kind of skip over and use spare the dying to see how far gone he is.
You
Problem.
use spare the dying. It doesn't seem to take hold. It's beyond sparing.
Needs more than that. I could do it, but it will be like my last energy of the day. And I cast what is it? Cure wounds. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. Cure
As you
wounds.
cast Cure Wounds, the beautiful light of energy floats down into the room. It circles around the body and then dissipates into the air.
This is beyond me, guys. Maybe like a really powerful cleric could help him, but
Would
I
require
didn't have enough time for this.
would require revival magic. None of us possess that.
As far as I recall, this town didn't have a cleric, right?
No, it doesn't.
Nothing, religion, buildings.
No chapel, no temple, no.
You hear Anita like hiccup. Why would Wilhelmina do that? She just like, I think she's just Wilhelmina, and then there was like a guy the size of a child. Like you turned from Wilhelmina into, and then he was just like in the desk, and then he just and then he just set things on fire as he just slashed, and then it just jumped out the window, and then suddenly it just appeared from the ceiling, and it looked like Wilhelmina. I'm so
I would like to walk up to Anita and yeah. Did you hear them say anything? Did they exchange any words?
no, just he just I just who are you, and then he just whatever it was being Wilhelmina, or whatever the man was, like it's him. It wasn't Wilhelmina, right? But he just slashed him before he could say anything, and then he just grabbed things. But then we heard you, and then he broke the window, and then he left, and then he did something, and then that thing appeared, and he turned into a bear, and
That is weird.
Yeah.
Definitely weird. Well, I think we found our suspicious bird.
oh,
Actually,
at this point, Xenamin, you are holding a lot of pieces of paper.
Ooh, paper.
This is what you're holding in your hand right now.
Ooh.
You
It's
are all
puzzle
able
time.
to move them.
Let's for
Let's
now let
just
Xenamin
separate them.
move them.
Yeah.
So that we don't
Let me
fuck
just-
things up.
Yeah, let me just separate them and try to find the edges like good puzzlers. There's a line. This is
Let's
the
see the
top of
start
the letter.
To the left top.
I can move it.
This is useless. This is.
That's a bottom thing.
Yeah, probably.
Just gonna zoom it out for chat real quick. There we go.
This is something.
This is probably the bottom right with the logo. Something like that.
This letter is.
This.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's a little bit of sliver left. Agreement in monthly payments of 300
Gold?
gold monetary unit.
Breach of contract. Yeah, you are missing something in the top right. Something like will lead. Oh, oops, sorry.
So this is a document stating that he missed his payments on a loan or something else. I've just read words, not sentences. Notice of
It's actually signed Jackdaw.
It is.
yeah.
Any payments though.
Please do not hesitate.
Contact me at the Black Green Bar.
No, it needs to be the top two sentences of that. If you press Alt, you can make minute changes. Yeah.
Yeah, then it won't lock to the
Grid.
Oh.
Within
Right.
5 business days, please make your payment no later than 3. So was Meyersdorf killed because of his lack of payments?
Looks like it.
Confiscation? Yeah.
Examine, does the symbol mean anything to you?
Well, what do I see? Do I see a horned creature? That looks like a small demon
Horned
or an imp.
child, crying blood.
Kind of gargoyle.
I would like to find
I
out.
think it's a gargoyle.
Yeah. I would like to find out.
You can make a religion check if you'd like.
Religion check. I can do that. Yeah, religion. 12.
Whatever this symbol is, you've never seen it in a religious nature of any kind. You do not recognize it.
Yeah.
Right. So about 2
I'm
years
trying
ago.
to. Yeah, I'm
Check
trying
the fact
to.
that I might know what it is.
This letter is our agreement to breach of contract fruitful.
Fling, spire, thing,
Filing. Cholesterol.
Western clasps for services, and approximately 2 years ago for the amount of 1,000 gold pieces. I don't get it.
Anyone ever heard of the Western clasp?
I think I remember it being something like a group of thieves. I've heard some vague mentions about them, but That's mostly
Make
it.
a history check.
Can I help him with that?
You can all help him, yeah, as you are trying to discuss this together.
So I have
Yeah.
advantage then on the check?
Yes.
19.
So with a 19, with a 19, you know quite a bit of the class, Eldwin. You have been instructed during your teachings about what this is. It is a 200-year-old guild of thieves, assassins, black merchants, and contract dealers. It was once built upon the ruins of the old Wixman Thieves Guild, founded under the rule of Drassich and Dora. It currently operates on a relatively amoral code of honor and respect. Their influence is easily enforced, as most people know of the dangerous myths surrounding them, and they maintain an extremely high success rate on contracts taken. The leaders of the clasp are called spirelings. They are masters of networks and information. What you can piece together from this note is that Holofernes Meyersdorf had a substantial debt to the clasp, was unable to pay its debt, and had probably been trying to protect himself and his life for the repercussions of being unable to pay this debt. Seems that now, by removing him, they might maybe be able to confiscate whatever this letter is talking about. Maybe you can piece some other clues together from this letter.
Yeah, I'm still reading the letter. It says that he had services. Where does depth come from? Depth. And this was a thieving and assassination guild, did you say?
It's thieves, assassins, black merchants, and contract dealers.
Yeah.
Did you tell us all of that, Alden?
I did, yes.
So he was in some shady business.
He definitely did something.
You think his wife knows?
Probably not.
She
to be
might.
fair.
She might, but I don't think.
She would know the details.
To be fair, my honest opinion on this is this specifically not our problem.
I mean, it kinda is.
Well,
for one, we currently do not have a contract with these people. There is no reason. It is bad what is happening in this village, yet I am not about to go dealing with the clasp.
Also, who says that the bad things that happen to this village will continue now?
Well,
if Meyerdorf is dead.
Probably until they get paid, to be
what
fair.
they're going to take from the village. I mean, the people here seem nice.
Decent. Yeah.
Oops.
I think I should report back to the High Priestess about what's going on here.
It's at this point where Anita, who's calmed down a little bit, tears streaming over her eyes, she's like, where do you think Wilhelmina is? Like, that was not Wilhelmina. That was a man. That was a man the size of a child, like with white hair, and he had this thing that was visible, and he was influencing my mind?
Once we're finished here, we'll see if Wilhelmina is back at her house. Let's just hope she's well, unaffected by all of this. And I try to persuade her to calm her down a little bit.
Make a persuasion check. She seems a lot more calmer with your kind words.
Yeah.
She also says, like, the man was also just smudging something out in Holoferent's books over there.
Smudging something out?
Yeah.
I would look to look at the books, see what's smudging out. What kind of books are those? Like ledgers with payments and stuff, or
yeah? So what you see is, as you like wipe a bit away, probably use prestidigitation to clean up the water damage. You see Holoferent's Meyersdorf's charter book. You see that there are quite some outstanding debts in here, and the names of the ones he owes them to are all smudged out with coal.
What is the ledger written in? Is it ink or also coal?
Also coal.
Crap. That would make it harder to clean up. Try to read them. Yeah. What kind of
cinnamon?
Yeah.
Oh wait, before we do anything, is there paper on the pages on the? So, is this all one page?
What are you asking?
So it's
about?
a ledger, right? It's a ledger. It's a book, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's a book with multiple pages.
Right. The last page, that has writing, which is crossed out.
It doesn't seem to be the last page. It seemed to be a page like from about 2 years back. That's where it's opened.
Right. But there are later pages, basically.
Yes, there are many later pages.
Well, it's been 2 years since the debt was made. It says in the letter.
Yeah, so that's probably... Yeah.
I mean, I think we should just keep the people in the village safe. Just make sure that the village is okay, and then I mean, what do we have to do with the debt of this?
Well, it depends what the debt is. What they are planning to confiscate.
10,000 gold.
Someone died.
1,000 gold.
The conga. We have to get the authorities. But
5.
he's the authorities. What do we do?
What?
So you hear like Brenda at the other end of the room is just crying like, the authorities, but he is the authorities, and who do we get now? And he was murdered, and it's, we're not safe anymore. She's just a little bit panicky. It's very painful to the ears.
Make this our town. Nah.
Yeah, we could take over the town. Yeah, basically. It's 5,000 gold, by the way. The amount of 5,000 gold. Yeah. Agree. Well, actually.
I can't read that.
No, 1,000 gold.
No, 5. I see a 5.
DM?
Can I make a persuasion check to convince Alduin?
It might be 51,000 then.
Where?
There could actually be an extra... I do see the 5 now, but I also see a 1 behind that 5, so it might actually be even more.
It's a burnt spot.
Where are you looking?
I'm looking at
top,
the gold
third,
pieces. Yeah.
Third,
Over here.
yeah,
Yeah.
could also be a burnt spot. You were correct, but it
Or a
looks
comma.
like there's weird spacing. There is some weird spacing there, so it might actually be.
It might
a
be a
dot.
comma to signify that it's 1,000 number.
Yeah.
It's a monthly payment of 3,000 gold.
300.
That's
300. Yeah.
300. Yeah.
Yeah. I would like to try if I can, if I know of something that could clean the coal smudges from a ledger. Is it common to write those kind of papers, like historic accounts of transactions in coal, or is that? I would think that.
Are you going to investigate the ledger?
Yeah, but I'm trying to
Make
think.
an investigation check.
I will be assisting him in that.
Before I do that, I would like to think out loud.
Yeah.
If it is common to write those historical papers of, hey, I received this kind of amount from that person, to write that in coal or in ink.
Okay.
That's
Make
what
an
I'm thinking about.
investigation check.
Yeah.
I don't think I've owed anyone any money ever.
With
So I
advantage.
wouldn't know.
Investigation with advantage?
Yeah, because Alduin's helping
I'm
you.
helping you.
Ever borrowed anything? Didn't
With
pay
the
for
two
it?
of you, as you are looking through this ledger and also thinking out loud, you notice some of the outstanding amounts or contracts that are being noted down in this ledger are being written down in coal, but most, if not all, are done in ink. The ones that have been smudged out were the ones that were made out of coal.
Can I find any payments in the last 2 years that amount to 300 golds in about a month? To see if then maybe somebody made a mistake and wrote that amount in ink instead of coal.
Okay.
Mm,
Do you say this out loud, or are you going to look for this on your own?
Yeah, I'm saying this out loud. Maybe somebody made a mistake and wrote it down in ink instead of
Okay.
in coal.
So I will help him look again.
Okay. Make a investigation check again for me, please. Okay, with a 17.
So we're now officially the accountants of the group.
Yep.
This is
With a
You guys
17,
need to buy a suit.
it's going to take you a really long time. With a 17.
We don't have to do this
Okay.
right now. We can also take the
You're doing
ledgers
it right
with us.
now. I'm just trying to say that with a 17, it's a little bit more difficult to find this name, so I would have not let you find it. But however, because it's a 17, I'm gonna let you do it, but I'll give you a downside. The downside is that it's going to take a really long time to find it, but you do find a name. A few, actually. You find an outstanding debt of 300 to Charles Khan. And it's being done in monthly payments. However, after about 4 months, it's dropped to 200. And then after 6 months, it's dropped to 100. And then after about 7, 8 months, I think 8 months, the payments stop to this person.
Okay.
You find a second name, Raymond Hills. Sporadic payments, but also payments to Holoference, where he receives money. It's from further back than 2 years ago. He seems to be receiving money. It's always a different amount. It's quite a lot. Whatever it is, that's where he was selling things to.
Okay. And that dried up in the recent months, right?
Oh, that definitely dried up in like the last 1.5 year, which corresponds to the story that Locke the Druid was telling you.
Okay. Does anybody else want to investigate this?
I do, but I'm also kind of worried about Wilhelmina, and
Yeah.
might be.
It took you about 2.5 hours. The ladies I have slowly moved downstairs and are now in the living room. They're very quietly doing things.
I think we should check for Wilhelmina. I mean,
Yeah. I agree.
that thing was. I mean, I didn't have a close look like you guys did, but that was weird. Weird.
Does
That
this
was a waffler blang.
Oh, what now?
yeah.
Waffler blang?
Could you spell that for me, please? Because I have Wolfabang in my notes. I was like, I have noted this creature down. Okay, spell it for me, please. Thanks.
Blang. Okay. We should check for her. I mean, I don't think it's a good sign that a thing like that would take her form. I mean, how long? Maybe we have been talking to this thing the whole time.
No, I don't think so. Like I said, she just felt different today. I
Today?
Yeah.
Well, her character did change.
A long time, but. Sorry, what did you say?
Her
personality
changed.
Yeah.
She was she was very pressing herself anyway, but she didn't want to do stuff like break into a mansion.
No. But he probably just locked her into the cellar. She'll be fine. Right?
Oh, actually, we heard that one of the wine cases made noise.
But she wasn't inside yet. She was
We
still
don't know that.
outside. No, we do
We
know
still-
that. Otherwise, we would not
Well,
be here.
she could have been inside because she had a party and.
But the ladies were not with her. That doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. We should check at her house, not here.
Give me a second.
Are you going to check into the room?
I don't know, guys. I think
We should go downstairs for now.
we could ask the ladies if they had seen the real Wilhelmina in here. If they know where they've seen her last.
Wilhelmina's not going to be inside here.
Please stand up. Sorry.
Yes. But I did hear something coming from one of the wine cases, right? If I remember that correctly.
Yes. The barrels. It's not necessarily a wine case, but yes, you did hear something in the barrels below in the cellars.
I would like to check those out anyway then.
On your own?
Maybe we some of us should go to the house of Wilhelmina, and two of us should go to the cases.
I have a bad feeling about that. We should not do that.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
I think we should stick together for now.
the barrels are closer, and if you're locked into a barrel, I don't know how long you can breathe.
Sure,
It's
At this point, where one of the ladies has come upstairs very trepidatiously, it's just like, I'm very sorry. This is Anita, by the way. We've not had the heart to tell Emmeline about what happened here, and we can only do so much.
Malign.
And then she just briefly looks at
Myersdorf.
the briefly looks at the bleeded out corpse of Holofernes on the floor. You've been here for hours, and I think it should come from you. We really have no authorities apart from. And then she just looks down on the floor again. Holofernes? So I guess what I'm trying to say is that you're the closest thing to authority right now, and I think it should come from you. Yeah. Could you talk to her for us?
she's your friend, right?
Yes, she is. But
Well-
someone needs to take care of the body. We can't leave her in the house with it.
But if it were you, would you rather hear it from a friend or from a stranger?
We'll be there, but I don't have the heart to say it.
Can
Fine.
do it.
Let's go.
I'll tell her.
And the body just we don't really. I don't really know what to do.
I'll head up to the body. And I believe I have some piece of cloth. Or maybe
Well, there's
whatever.
probably some in the room somewhere.
I'll help Brion to take care of the body in like a respectful way.
Just wrap him up.
Well, on the other hand, maybe it's like evidence, but also I don't know. Is there like
Room.
I don't know.
We are the authorities here. You just heard her. There's no guards. Those are all mercenaries, and now that their boss has died, they're just going to leave.
Then I would just be doing the same as I would have done in the temple when someone would pass away after our good care wasn't enough.
I'll help.
Yeah. For the next 20 minutes, you're wrapping the body up in a white sheet that you find somewhere. With the help of Anita, you find the linen closets. Which you take some of the linens out. You wrap the body up. You can put it on the bed here. That might be a good idea, if you want.
This is like the spare bedroom, or
It's the servant's bedroom. Is being explained to you all.
sure.
There.
That would be a good place. And is the face like unscathed?
Kind of, yeah. It's mostly his throat that's been slit.
Okay. Then I would put the linen up till here and put something over his face, but give her the opportunity to check it's really him without being
Okay.
even more horrified.
Are the others going downstairs?
Yes. Well, I will at
Okay.
least.
Yeah, I'll join you.
Is she in that small side room? I'm assuming.
Yeah, so it's all here, yeah. So you can
So before we open the door, Cinnamon,
Mhm.
do you want me to do this, or
It
can
might
do
be
this.
better if I would take lead in this. It might, well, still going to be a blow, but it might be better.
maybe also first tell her your name? Hmm?
Yes, that's a good one.
Hmm. Tell her why why we're in the town in the first place, and then tell her the last of the news.
So, before you open a door and go in to break the news to the wife of the man who died so violently upstairs, we're all going to have a pee break.
Okay, great.
Timing.
Very well.
Sure.
We will be back in 15 minutes this time, because 10 minutes is not enough time. 15 minutes is better time. We will be back
You
in 15 minutes. Yeah, we're back. Close enough.
Okay.
We're back. So, before the break, Xanamin and Alduin are having a small conversation in front of the door as they are about to break the news to Ameline Meyersdorf, telling her as to what transpired upstairs about 3.5 hours ago.
Okay. Was that a hint?
That
to
was a
start?
back to you guys. What would you like
Right.
to do? You were having a conversation.
Ooh.
Choke.
Yeah, I would like to choke.
Okay.
Great. Now that's over.
I love how my cat is just like sleeping here.
No. Cat cam.
Kitty.
Okay, well, continue.
Yes. So you already said I'd like to knock on the door and enter.
Well,
And
first you were having like some conversation between the two of you, so you can like
yeah,
continue that if you'd like, or you want to knock and enter. That's all up to you.
well, in that case, I would like to take a few steps back, so I hope not to be heard from inside of the room. Yeah, Alduin, how much should I disclose to Lady Meyersdorf that we were here to ask him some questions about the recent hardships that this town had?
Yes, which is
Keep it
true.
at that. Yeah, it's true.
Because we were investigating the attacks, which
Yeah.
is why we were here.
Yeah.
Maybe not the part of how we got in, but definitely
Doesn't really
the
matter.
reason. No, not now, not anymore.
No.
That's it, really.
Okay. Yeah. Well, then I would like to knock on the door and enter in a very calm way.
You hear Anita say, yes, come further. It's open.
Yeah. So I enter.
As soon as you enter, you see one of the ladies that you haven't that you have seen before. Actually, you freed her from this room earlier that night. Where's my husband? Have you seen my husband? He's upstairs in his study. Did you stop the orchestra? It's probably done druid. He's just destroying everything in the village. He wanted it before, why not now? I mean, he's always wanted it. Maybe he's made new friends. Yes, this must be it. Have you seen my husband?
I am afraid I have some bad news for you, Lady Meyersdorf. Your husband is, well, he didn't make it.
Do you mean he's not upstairs? Did he go somewhere?
He died. There's no other way to say that. He unfortunately passed away.
You're lying. You're lying to me. This can't be true.
No. We can see him in a minute if you would like to see him, but I'm afraid he has died.
She just like sits back in the couch, just holds her. She's just shocked.
We were here to ask Mr. Meyersdorf some questions. And yeah, to help the town with the recent attacks that happened. And yeah. Let me think for a second. Alduin, do you have anything?
Yes. Miss Meyersdorf, were you aware that your husband had debt with the clasp?
Quite rich, actually. We sell wood to upstanding citizens in Iman and
Your
Westron.
village hasn't been cutting any wood for the last couple months.
Well, that can't be true. He's always busy, and he's recently hired all of these new friends around our house.
In my honest opinion, to protect himself from the assassins the Glasp sent after him. Sadly enough, that did not work.
She looks scared, and she seems to be looking at the floor.
So you were not aware of any debt?
Make an insight check.
Uh, 11.
She does not seem to be aware of any debt. However, you do notice that she looks very scared, and her sentences, a bit rambled, seem rehearsed, though because of her distress, she's kind of unable to say them convincingly.
Yeah.
Well, we have no debts at all. We are rich. We have hired new people.
Miss Meyersdorf, your husband has passed away. Please. If there's anything else you know. I do not know what these clasps want, but I do know that they are not people to be messed with. Your husband, as we have been able to see, owed them a lot of money. Just killing your husband might not be enough for them.
Persuasion check.
Three.
I don't know anything. I don't know. Just leave me alone. Why are you bothering me so much? Shouldn't you be out and catch some of these bad guys? I mean the druid. Maybe it's the phantom.
The druid
and then
had
she
nothing
starts muttering to herself. Would they've been able to use that kind of magic? Maybe I hope not. We can't protect against that. Oh no. What do I do now?
What use that kind of magic?
Exactly. What Alduin? What kind of magic do you mean?
Just thing. I don't know anything. I don't
know. Well, yeah. I think that we should leave you to collect your thoughts. We have laid your husband upstairs in the servant's bedroom. If you want to spend some time with his, well, what he left behind is this world. And I think we, as a group, should see if we can find the real Wilhelmina. And I look at Alduin. Well, we believe that the lady that entered this building today is not the real Wilhelmina.
The one who locked you in this room.
You hear
Yes.
Anita just yes, there was a man upstairs He was a little bit shorter than normal. Not that much, but just a little, like, and with grey hair, and he was hunched over. He turned himself, or he was Wilhelmina, and then he turned back into this man, and never seen him before. But it wasn't a druid, I swear to you. Nope.
That is correct. We have spoken to the druid. The druid has nothing to do with this, nor anything that has been happening around the village.
Wilhelmina is just now holding like a...
Well, not Wilhelmina, I assume.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry. Emmeline. Emmeline is now holding like a teacup to this.
Can't hear you.
She's just... Okay.
Shaking. Maybe we should come back tomorrow. Give you some time to think, sleep.
In the meantime, I will look at Anita and Berta and ask them to take care of Miss Meyerdorf now.
Tell any of the guards about the death of my husband. I mean, our friends outside.
Don't tell any of the guards?
Don't. They're not guards. They're friends.
They are mercenaries. And they will leave when they learn about your husband's death. And in my honest opinion, it is better for them to leave.
They've not been paid yet.
I assumed as much. And then again, they are obstructing us in our investigation.
I'll be in danger.
You were already in danger. And as you can see, these guards do not do anything to save you.
Don't leave me.
Then tell us what you know.
I don't know anything.
Do not lie.
Would you like to persuade her to tell
No,
her?
intimidate her.
Okay. How would you like to intimidate her?
By saying that they will just straight up leave.
Okay.
Am I blind? I am. Which is still charisma, like it doesn't change anything, but we
You
will
don't
leave
have a bonus
if you do not natural one. -1.
Oops.
Up.
We didn't get the first part.
She is locked up.
Hmm.
Okay.
Very well. We will return tomorrow. Right. Ladies.
Yeah. We should leave. Go back to Brion and Lux.
Yeah, we need to check up on Wilhelmina. Make sure she is safe.
Yep.
And depending on that, we might return here. Right.
Here with Wilhelmina.
Sorry?
We'll stay here with Emmeline.
Good.
Yeah.
We will be back.
Let us know what happens with Wilhelmina.
Of course. We will, I'm guessing, go up the stairs back to the back to our party members.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever they might be at this point. Probably in the guest or in the servants' quarter, I think.
Yeah, I think they would be there, yes.
Okay.
Chilling next to the body.
Yeah.
That's good.
Chill. Yeah.
Is there anything else you would like to do in the manor?
Not at this moment. No, we had the burning paper, the ledger. I would think we would take the ledger with us.
Isn't there some kind of price for fixing the phantom problem?
These people do not have any money.
No.
They're not going to be
Also,
able to
we
pay us.
haven't fixed the phantom problem, so they wouldn't have any reason to pay us anyway.
Maybe we fixed it.
Doubt it. The clasp is evolved. If the clasp is also responsible for this phantom, which Likely because they were trying to intimidate Meyersdorf into paying.
But Meyersdorf's dead, so then why still threaten him?
Not him, the village. Miss Meyersdorf, they still want their money.
Yes.
To be
I
honest,
know you are standing in an opulent mansion that's filled with very expensive
yeah,
items.
Does Meyerdorf has a pouch on him?
he does.
Would you like to search his body?
Well,
You said it in
getting
such a
ready.
way. It's like
Oh,
he
no,
has a
just
pouch on him.
wondering, would you like to search his body?
Yes.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Decent.
Decent, yeah. So, so you're searching his body right now, and what you see is a small black velvet mask stitched with silver thread. You find a small mirror set in a painted wooden frame, and a pouch containing 237 gold pieces.
Shit.
Would this do?
Not nearly enough, but
Maybe.
We didn't see Brion putting it in her own pouch, I guess.
I don't know how much the
we
mercenaries.
did work, so we should be paid,
Yeah.
and we didn't do the full work, so we don't get paid fully. But
I agree.
I'll just
Alduin
put his other belongings on the nightstand. Just
Alduin's currently sitting like against the wall on the ground, just trying to tend to his wounds.
would it be bad of me to take this money now? I mean, we did the
No.
work.
No, it would not.
Please, but please don't take anything with emotional value. I mean,
I've left his other stuff on the nightstand. I mean, his wife can have it. We'll just tell her maybe the assassin took his money.
What would the mercenaries do if they found out that he's dead and they're not getting paid?
Ransack the house, maybe. In the worst
Ransack
case.
the house.
Otherwise, leave.
And what would those mercenaries cost?
Last sentence again, because you're lagging, Alduin.
Okay. Either they, in the worst case scenario, ransack the house and then leave. Best case scenario, just straight up leave. Even worst case scenario, ransack the entire village.
you think so?
Shouldn't we then use this money to pay the mercenaries?
230 gold?
Well,
they've been here for a couple months.
That's true.
It's gonna be enough even for one guy.
No, this would definitely pay for a couple of guys, but all of them? Don't know, not sure.
Yeah. Well, let's
worked
keep it for now.
man. I mean,
well,
I'm really not so used to this. I mean, most of the time we just trade where I come from. We have money, but people would never go to such extents to get any.
I mean, it's not like I killed him to get his money.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about. You said they might ransack the whole village because they didn't get paid.
Probably,
Yeah.
although the village doesn't have anything, so.
Well, a quick question for me. Most of those guards and mercenaries, they were humans, correct?
I think all of them were
Human. Yeah. No, they will not leave. There's a small chance that they will just leave. Chance that they will ransack the house is large. Chance that they will ransack the entire village is a bit smaller because the village doesn't have much in the first place.
Seems all the wealth of the village is definitely in this house.
Yeah.
Meyersdorf was asshole and a bad man who made some big mistakes.
Yeah.
The village doesn't deserve it, but he definitely did, in my honest opinion.
What should we do then? Just let these mercenaries go through his house, take everything?
Problem is, that's what the clasp wants to do as well. Mercenaries might actually be clasp in the first place.
Well,
Like
how
rigged?
long have they been here?
Couple of months.
2 weeks?
No, they've been a bit longer. About since when the attack
Been
started,
with
and it was
about 3 weeks ago.
yeah.
Yes.
They have been here 3 weeks.
That's
How
when the
how many are they?
Phantom.
Seen about a dozen.
Okay. Well, what would they normally get paid?
Make
Honestly,
an intelligence check, Aldwin.
8. I will just make a guess. Don't worry about it.
You
I
can
will just
make a guess.
Yeah. I will do what I think that would be paid. A gold a day is a lot of money for a person. Probably about, maybe mercenaries, they will probably be taking advantage of Meyersdorf. 3, 4, 5 gold a day, maybe. So it's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
That might be enough, right? No?
No, 21. That would be, like, in the best case scenario, about 40 to 50 gold per person times 12. This isn't even half.
That doesn't sound good.
No, it isn't.
I
Well,
can't count.
I think then we should focus on the problems we can solve right now. Wilhelmina, do you too?
I think we should eat, and then
I
we
think-
should
yeah.
sleep.
Yes.
What time is
And
it
maybe-
right now?
Close to midnight.
I
Could
mean-
you see if she's okay?
I
And,
kind of want to know if she's okay before I go to sleep.
Well,
I
then-
wouldn't be able to sleep anyway, or well, I don't really sleep, but meditating would be hard
Just
as
to
well.
rest.
And I still kind of
Yeah.
feel fine, so maybe Lux and I could go check on her, and you guys go heal. Take your
I
time.
can come along with you.
I'm
You
sorry, but
should sleep too.
Well,
Flip
I feel
that
fine.
one.
You look tired, man.
I am tired, but I'm almost, yeah. I still have some energy in me left, and I haven't been. Well, I'm not bleeding like Alduin is.
Well,
No, you're not.
In the meantime, have bandaged myself up. Need some rest. I am even against that creature. I was even being. Only my fire was damaging that creature. My sword was doing nothing.
A bike neither. Listen, guys, Lux and I will be fine. I don't think anything weird is going on with Wilhelmina. She probably will be, I don't know, chilling.
Stop smiling.
Should we?
I was trying to ignore the fact that our DM is grinning from
ignore
ear
that
to
shit.
ear right
no,
now.
I can't ignore that shit.
No.
But this is Brion's way, so she's like, well, what the fuck could go wrong?
Where should we meet up? Should we go back to the? Well, we stayed at
no,
Wilhelmina's place.
we're
Right?
not going with just the two of us. Brion, you're really fucking strong, I know, but no, there's too much going on. We have to go together, and we have
Like
to
a
go
good
now.
team, Lux.
Yeah, but we have to go now. Just grab whatever you guys wanna let's go see if she's okay.
Just take the
I
money
have a
for
really
now.
bad feeling about all of this.
I believe I have a health potion as well. Alduin, would you need this?
Save it for now. I don't want to use it. I still have one myself. If
Are you sure?
Yeah, I do. I'm sure I still have one. I
I
used
use-
the ring to heal during the battle.
I just wanted to point out that in this hallway that this and this are two unexplored doors, by the way.
Yeah.
Just making sure that you know it's a door.
Oh, no, I didn't know.
I don't think we should scurry about anymore. I mean, if we want to check up on Wilhelmina and get a little bit of rest, we should go now.
We should go now, yes, I
We'll
agree.
get back here tomorrow. But do take the papers, I think.
Take the
Maybe
papers,
there's something
definitely.
missing.
And I really think we should tell the people here that we are the authorities now. Seems logical, doesn't it?
Those 12 mercenaries are a problem, though.
Let's get rid of them first, then.
Let's do that tomorrow. Let's go find Wilhelmina first.
Let's
I
hope
could
we don't
just
find out.
stand in the middle of them and fart. They'll be all gone.
It's true. Do you want
They'll
to
be gone.
take a look at the barrel around here, or are we just going to her home? Because
Let's go
I
to
don't know where
Wilhelmina.
Let's go to Wilhelmina.
Okay, so you are foregoing investigating the rest of the manor, and you want to go straight to Wilhelmina's the tool ship.
Yeah.
All right. How would you like to leave the manor?
I'ma burst through all the doors. No.
Would you like to go through the front door, or
Is
would you
there
like
still
to go?
Is there still ruckus going on outside in the front?
Seems to have died down.
Yeah.
Those mercenaries are going to be there.
Sorry, I
Actually,
didn't hear what you said, Nayada. Could you say that again?
But Leon, how did you actually get here? Because we barred the door that we came in through.
I came through another door. I could
Is it
show you the
safe?
way. It's safe. I mean, I just ran through it. I heard you. I heard screams, so I just threw myself through a couple of doors.
Okay, well, after you.
Okay,
Actually,
I'll lead them
before-
out the way I came.
Before we leave, I would like to walk to the broken glass, the window, and see if I can see anything outside.
Yeah,
And-
sure. Make a perception check. You are a human without dark vision, right?
Half elf.
I'm a half elf.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, you're a half elf. I'm sorry, I forgot about that.
Again.
Normal perception check. Perception.
Nice.
Okay, so you look outside, and with your keen eyes, you notice a few broken rakes, a few sticks, all broken, splattered onto the ground. You see a few blood stains on the floor. There's no sign of any of the villagers, and you see a bunch of the mercenaries / guards just laughing, having some ale together, just standing against a wall, smearing their faces as they're seemingly talking about how they kept them at bay, and laughing about the powers of this town were no match against them.
Yeah, we're not playing the mercenaries now. That's
Souls.
completely. Yeah, I would like to walk back to the group and tell them that I saw blood and broken
Your
tools.
eye does catch a large chest in the corner of this room as you move out. Seems to be locked.
With, yeah. Does it look like a big sturdy chest? I believe.
A big sturdy chest, yes.
Yeah. And a big
protect
lock
something.
that I couldn't break by, looking at it funnily. So. Yeah. Anyway, I want to walk back to the group, and I would like to. I like, by the way, that we're spending, all the time in the only room in the building with a dead body.
Feels
Like-
comfortable.
Like we were.
Yeah, I'm getting used to it.
We're
I
like waiting
think
here
that
for
the
you.
mercenaries, well, went berserk on the villagers. I saw blood and broken tools, so something might have happened while we were inside here. So we should be careful about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's good.
Are you ready to go?
I am, yeah.
Then I'll take them back the way I came up.
Please just be quiet, because we don't want to run into anyone.
Okay, I'll be quiet. With my
Me and
chainmail
Brion will attempt to be quiet.
Quink, quink. Yep. DM, your
Yes.
mic. Put it
Said-
closer to your face.
It's
Yep.
like this. Okay. It's fine. It's at this point where you quietly leave the manor in the same way as you entered, Brion. You arrive in this chamber again. Cinnamon, you do hear the faint scratching of something in that barrel, but you resist the temptation, and you all walk out. There don't seem to be any guards outside, and I will move you all back to Merkfall map. There you go. You are all gathered here.
But
Sorry. How would you like to move your way to the small ship?
there was a bridge here, right?
Yes,
Can
there
we
is a
reach
bridge
that?
there. Yeah,
Oh,
just-
it's the other way around. Fuck.
What?
Well, it's the wrong way. But it's the only way we can go.
Let's go. Let's hop the fence.
Hop the fence.
Yeah, let's go.
Hop the fence.
like to do this stealthily, as to not draw the attention from anyone upstairs.
We can attempt
Definitely.
to.
Yeah.
Then all
please.
make a stealth check.
Okay,
Here
Brion, here we
go,
go.
guys.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Oh, you did fine.
I did good.
Let's see, what's the average?
Terrible.
Brion, do you actually have?
You have
You don't have disadvantage?
I believe I do.
What type of armor are you wearing?
Chainmail.
Yeah, that's disadvantage.
Yeah, that's a disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do draw the attention of some of the mercenaries upstairs. They begin to shout.
We just
Just
keep
keep
going.
going.
Yeah.
I'll try to brabble something like I'm drunk.
Make a deception check.
Also great.
This point, they seem to be running towards you all.
Oh fuck.
How would you
Just
like
keep
to
running.
proceed?
Run.
How many do
Double
you?
dash.
Double dash run.
I would like to know where they are. Exactly. Or somewhat. They're on top of the.
Yes.
Yep.
So they are running to where we came from.
Yes.
Uh,
They would need to hop the fence as well.
Yeah, and did I at any point, could I identify them, or have a close enough look to recognize them later? Do I have that?
Make
sort
a
of-
perception check, and we'll see how much you recognize them.
Well, no, it's not really. I don't want to. Yeah,
I don't know what you're asking then, I think.
I am asking if they would be able to see us very clearly or not.
Okay,
As
then you have
in-
to make a perception check to see if you can see them very clearly or not,
Okay, great.
right?
That was what I was aiming for.
If they could recognize us later, you mean?
Yeah, that.
You seem to be able to make out some of the features of these men. They were the men earlier that were drinking the ale. You also suddenly realize that you are a half elf with a half orc and an elf, all in very different attire than any one of the villagers here in town.
And you
Yeah.
also hear Alduin's voice in your head saying, "They're all human."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, we should run for it.
And it's very dark
And it's
outside.
dark. Yeah.
And it's very dark outside.
I know. He didn't make that connection yet. But you now pointed it out, so yeah, you all like in the darkness. So continue on.
We're just running.
Okay, so you're all just running.
Lux ahead of us because she's faster.
Yeah. So what way are you going? Are you going through the water? Are you going to over the docks?
I think we're going to cross the bridge over the docks and then go around past the mill, past the herring hall, and then to the small ship. That's probably the best way to go.
Are you doing just full movement speed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Full dash.
So full dash, full movement speed in the darkness of the night. You do
Fling,
hear
fling.
them looking for you. And you see some torches out and about. I would like another stealth check from the entire group. And you get advantage because it's cover of the night.
Okay. So
I get
Brion and me
disadvantage.
get just
from
normal. Yeah, it's
straight
normal.
roll.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a little better.
Still terrible.
No, it's okay. It's okay. So yeah, you
I also
continue
have
on.
Mask of the Wilds.
What's that?
I can hide hide behind.
Yeah, but you're not
forest
hiding. You're running.
No, okay.
I do understand, but that's not useful at the moment right now. But you could hide behind something if you stopped running. However, you run through the fields and you go towards the small ship. And then give me 1 second.
Oh god.
What?
The music changed.
You're standing in front of Wilhelmina's building. The door is ajar. There are no lights lit inside. How would you like to proceed?
Brion, you wanna take point on this one?
Yep. I am going to approach the door,
Okay.
see what I can see inside with my magnificent dark vision.
Okay. Make a perception check. You creak the door ever so slightly open and you look inside. What you see is her store untouched, almost as if the day you've left it. There's a table set with tea and cookies. It's silent. You also notice that the door behind her counter is ajar.
I'll kinda
Yeah.
wink the rest to follow me, and I'll walk up to the other door and see what I can see.
Alduin
I
will
do.
stay up behind, takes the sword out, keeps an eye out. but stays behind the rest.
Okay.
You open the door to Wilhelmina's bedchamber. And you see her splayed out on the bed. There are no puncture wounds or blemishes on her body. Just a tear-stained face with wide open eyes of shock, fear, humiliation. Her hair is even turned white and grey and her skin is pallid. She doesn't seem to be moving.
Sorry, rations. Guys,
What is it?
she's gone.
What? And that's when Alduin will step inside.
Okay.
She's the same, I'm assuming. Immediately
Yeah.
starts to check for life signs.
Make a medicine check.
11.
She definitely seems to be no longer alive. She also seems to be cold, ice cold to the touch, and rigor mortis has been setting in already. But there's something very strange that you notice about her body. You don't see an immediate cause of death. There are no puncture wounds, no bruises, just a tear-stained face. Her eyes open wide. Shock, fear. I mean, your passive insight, humiliation almost.
She looks funny.
He starts to cry.
He'll take the covers and cover her up.
I'm gonna hug Lux.
What are
Would
you
you-
thinking, Alduin?
I'm not sure. It seems like in the first place when they entered she knew who was coming. She set out tea and cookies. Is she still wearing her normal clothes or is she wearing like a nightgown?
She's just wearing her normal clothes.
Normal clothes.
The same
get the
clothes
feeling
on the day that you left her.
Do I get the feeling someone put her here or that she died here? Because there's no blood, right? There was no...
Make an
puncture wounds or anything.
investigation check. Is there anyone helping you?
I can help you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So both of you are investigating the room, talking to each other. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're pretty shocked. You can't discern if someone moved her here or if she died here.
No, he's not shocked.
How
He's confused.
Okay, Xanamin. Because you
Yeah.
don't see any puncture wounds or blemishes on the body, you immediately think that it might be magic. You could do an Arcana check to see what would have caused this.
I would
If
like
you'd
to do
like.
an Arcana check. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a +4. Ah.
Yeah, no.
God dang. So I don't have any clue if Arcana did this. I want to go to the laid out tea set. Is there any tea still left in the cups?
It's ice cold.
Yeah.
And still left in the cups, yes.
Okay. So she really did put out tea for somebody.
Yes. You also notice the cookies, they're very stale. Seems maybe a day or two old.
Do I know of any creature that could do something like this?
You have no idea what it is or what it's
Yeah.
caused. Like,
Well, basically
Yeah.
draining the life out of someone.
you think it's draining the life out of someone, perhaps, but you're not sure. You could make another medicine check with a higher DC to see if you can find any other clues on her body.
I'll try.
And Lux is drying her tears and also wants to take a look at Wilhelmina.
Okay, so with a 21, you did make that. It seems that her heart suddenly stopped. It's a peculiar death, and and you almost think that she died of fear, mental anguish. She died over 24 hours ago. Whatever has caused this, it's almost as if someone
Scared her to
mocked her to death or scared her to death. It's definitely magical of nature. You've never encountered anything like it.
No.
One of the women also said that it was like she was being mind controlled almost.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think this is something that we could do anything with.
I'm afraid not.
No.
I mean,
Maybe, well, I was sent there in the first place by the High Priestess, so maybe we should just report back. And also, we have more bad news to bring because we also have the package of the sister of Wilhelmina.
Oh, right. You're right. We do have that. We should, for now,
Are we
get some
bearers of
rest.
bad news?
we should sleep.
We need to get
Have some rest. We should get in contact.
Then tomorrow,
Where?
go by the Meyersdorfs, tell the ladies about Wilhelmina's fate, and then maybe this high priestess you're talking about, maybe go talk to them. I don't see what we can do here in this village right now.
Maybe find someone to organize a funeral or to.
Yes.
We should discuss
Guess
that with
so.
Meyersdorf tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well,
Where?
go
Where should we get some rest?
in the woods.
This place is empty.
I would
don't
rather
think-
sleep in the woods or meditate.
To be fair, I don't think Wilhelmina would mind if we stayed here
No.
tonight.
I think
No,
she'll
also
like it.
I also don't want to leave her body unattended either.
Yeah. We should stay here then. Maybe go upstairs. And with those mercenaries outside, we probably wouldn't make it outside of the village anyway.
No, I guess you're right.
Shouldn't
The
we
information
kind
of her being almost scared to death, and you might think it's magical. Just saying. Aldwin?
Yeah, I basically relay that kind of information to everyone.
Okay,
So
with that renewed information, Xanamin could make a new Arcana check if he would
Then
like, if he wants to
I
discern.
did, yeah, I would like to do that then.
I will basically, for future reference, I will just say when I'm not relaying anything. I will specifically state
Okay.
that because that will be less common than me just relaying.
For
information.
future reference, when I'm saying, did you mention this to everyone? I'm just reminding everyone that they
Yeah.
have the
Yeah, I
ability
know,
to
okay.
do an Arcana check. That's my way of subtly saying, would you like to make an Arcana check? But it's a 6.
Yeah.
I
I'll give you advantage on that because I'll be helping.
know.
That's
Alright.
better.
better?
Alright.
Finally.
Yes. You have a feeling that she was mocked to death by vicious mockery. And as you're putting the pieces together, you realize that whatever is in this town, it will not stop. And it seems to be a human bard who was also able to take on the form of Wilhelmina. And when you piece all of the information together, a bard from the clasp, it might also be of the School of Whispers. Because they are able to turn into whoever they kill, whenever they want, however they please.
Yeah.
You might also know where he currently is right now.
And how would I know that?
Have the clues in your pocket.
Black Bream
Pieces
Bar.
of parchment.
Black
That's
Bream
where they
Bar.
are.
Yeah.
But we can't take that one on right now. We just can't deal with it.
No.
No, we should do that in the earliest of the next day then.
Yeah,
I
but
could.
they will well,
They
if
will
you're
probably
saying,
gone then.
well, you just said that they will probably not stop, so they may not leave.
Yeah. Well, if it's the goal to get their money back, they still haven't done that.
Yeah.
There was a big
Well,
chest at the Meyersdorf Manor.
with what you just told me, I already know what it's gonna do.
And
That
that
bard's
is...
going to be impersonating Mr. Meyersdorf. Just walk into the mansion, straight through the front door, past those guards. Probably, maybe even convince the wife, maybe kill her, depending on whatever he wants to do.
What's
And
convenient.
then take whatever's inside.
Yeah.
So it would already be there right now.
Yeah.
Possibly, yes. But again, we cannot currently deal with this person.
While to form the ability to turn into someone else.
I don't think. I mean, I could swing my pike for another hour if you want me to, but you guys seem tired, battered.
We need to rest. We need to rest. There is nothing we can do right now. It will just lead to our death.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
do
have
we want
enough
to stay
muscle
here,
for
or
it.
do we want to go back to the manor and hopefully...
We would have to go past those guards again. That will just not work. We should just stay here for now and continue tomorrow.
Before we
Yeah.
sleep, I want to try to find the keys, see if Wilhelmina has them on them, and lock the doors.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So if someone could help me search for the keys, I'll pat down Wilhelmina.
Yeah, of course.
I'm cleaning her body and wrapping her, so I would probably find any keys that would be on her.
Are there any keys next to the door? Or is there actually a lock in the door or a bar?
So you
that
guys
we
are
can...
now finding the keys to the small ship?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you are prepping the body and cleaning her up a little bit, you do find the keys to the small ship inside of Wilhelmina's pocket, alongside with a small pouch of her coins and a few of her trinkets, if you're interested in that.
Mm-hmm.
She seems to be carrying 6 very beautiful gemstones in her pocket, along with a very small bowl. It looks wonderful. It has tiny runes etched on the sides. It's very beautiful. And in her pouch, there's about 70 gold coins, 17 silver pieces, and 21 copper.
I'll hang on for the bowl and the gems for now and look at them later, and I'll just hand over the money to Zeneman. You had the rest of the money, and just be
No.
like, or
Leon had the money, right?
Well, till we figure out if we have to pay anyone or not, or maybe to pay for a funeral.
Okay, I'll take care of the money then.
Sounds good.
Okay. Then we lock
So
the
I
front
will,
door.
lock the doors and get a nap.
I would suggest going to the upper level of the house. And
Yeah.
stay there.
Give me 1 second, I'm just noting down the things you've done. So you're taking all of the contents of her pockets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Okay, and what are you doing then? Sorry.
Locking the doors and going upstairs to take a rest.
Yep.
Okay, locking the doors, going upstairs, take a rest. Alright. Who is taking watch? Or
Yeah.
you're not really taking watch? Just
I'll
wondering.
go first.
Okay.
I can take the last 4 hours if you want to.
Are you taking watch on your own or together?
We're fine.
Alright.
We could split.
So you take the first watch. It seems to go over. The town is quiet. You don't hear anything.
Not the mercenaries.
The mercenaries don't seem to be making any loud noises of any kind. Yes, it's peaceful almost. And your watch ends. How do you wake up?
I think she said Lux.
Lux,
Alright.
sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, okay. So you wake up Lux.
Yeah.
From her brief meditation of 2 hours. You will take a watch. Is there anything you want to do in the 4 hours in the small ship?
I'm taking out the wood that I found a couple of days ago, and I'm going to use my ears to really listen if there's nothing approaching the small ship. In the meantime, I'm carving the wood and try to make a little wooden bear.
What wood did you find? Can you explain that?
A while back, we were at Wanda's mill looking around, and I got distracted looking for a piece of wood.
Oh, yes, okay.
A good piece of wood. Remember, because you have to
Yes.
tell me how firm it was and stuff.
Yes, I remember that. Alright, so yeah. Anything else you would like to do?
Yeah, well, after a while, it doesn't really
Would you
sit
like to
well
look
with
at
me.
this in the bowl you found?
Yeah,
Okay, that's
I'm just kind of playing with it.
okay. Just I don't want to force you to look at the loot. That's fine. Okay, you carve a stick.
You are, though.
That's cool. Yeah, no, it's fine. Okay, you
She'll
carve.
be ready for it later.
No problem.
For
Okay,
now, she's just
yeah.
rolling the little balls into the bowl around. And kind
Okay,
of
yeah.
thinking about how nice Wilhelmina was and how she might just want to return to her forest because the world is quite an ugly place.
All right. Okay, your watch goes without a hitch. Is there anyone you want to wake up after you?
Yeah, I would like to wake up Cinnamon.
All right. You wake up Cinnamon.
I'm still playing with the bowl and the gems.
Anything happen while I
You've
was
only had
resting?
2 hours of meditation, by the way. Just letting you know.
Oh, I thought it was like after 4 hours. Oh, then I would.
No, Brion took a watch of 2 hours and woke you up.
Okay.
Mm.
So it's now 6 hours and still 2 hours to go.
Yes.
Then I would go back into meditation.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to stealthily look at the mansion.
Okay, make a perception check. With a 24, you
Crit.
notice that there's a light burning here in this window. The guards.
That's the first floor, right?
Yes.
Sorry, you were saying?
There are guards here. They seem to be arguing about something.
Okay.
They've put crates, barrels, all kinds of stuff in front of this door. And this door is open. A few people are walking in and out with their hands full of sacks, barrels, things like that.
So they are probably looting the place already.
Most likely, yes.
Yeah. Did I see light burning at the window where I think where we left the lady Meyersdorf?
It's where you left the Lord Meyersdorf.
The Lord Meyersdorf.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, there's nothing else I can do then watch.
So, after 2 hours, your watch ends. You wake up everyone. You're all hungry and disturbed by the recent events in this town. What would you like to do?
Actually, I don't wanna, take out the DM's thing, but maybe it's time to call it a day for now
Yes,
because it's
it's
already
exactly
5.
5 o'clock. Perfect. Yes, thank you. That was the end.
Yeah. Quick side thing, DM. Have your hit die rounded up or down. You get back. You get half
what?
your hit. So the amount of hit dice, you don't get all your hit dice back, but you get half of it. But is that rounded up or rounded down?
Rounded down. Everything is always rounded down.
Then it's 1 hit dice.
Never in your favor.
Yep. But that makes it also easy to remember.
Get that one back. Make that one. Gonna do that one. Do I remember what type of damage that creature was doing?
It was doing bite and claw damage.
Alright, so piercing and slashing. Okay.
Yes.
Never mind then. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Is that
Good.
your... That was the end of our session.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
that
A
was
lot of
it.
trouble.
It was so much fun. That map of the Meyersdorf mansion. Holy smokes.
Oh yeah, you
Oh yeah,
haven't
you
gotten that.
didn't see that last time.
Yeah.
It's
Didn't see
amazing.
That's
And the
maybe
letter
not
was also
funny.
pretty cool that we could move it ourselves and just kind of puzzle around with it. Just
Yeah,
like in person when everyone's just trying to put pieces together at the same time. That was cool.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Well,
that.
Thanks everyone for joining.
Okay.
We will be back. Let me quickly check the confirmed events. We will be back
I
next
thought next
week.
On Sunday.
Sunday
Yes.
next week at same time, same day,
Same place.
different week. Same place, yes. Would be, well, maybe not same place. People could be sitting in different places.
I am quite interested in knowing what your plans are. Like, are you going back to the Meyersdorf Manor? Do you think you might want to check out the Black Bream Bar, or do you want to go back to the village Lux and Brion came from and flee this town, or any other plans? Because then I know what to prepare.
My personal opinion, and that would of course be in discussion, but would be going back to first heading back to Meyersdorf Mansion. If there is too many mercenaries still there, which as they are, I do not know that yet, but we'll be told in the morning that they are looting the place. Probably will not be. If they are still there, maybe not risk it and just head back to that village Lux was talking about, speaking to that the leader of the village, or the priestess she was talking about. That's my own plan.
I mean, I was thinking the same thing. I don't think we need to dive into the whole Black Bream Bar Jackdaw thing. We could keep it in mind. Keep that letter in our back pockets and maybe have a little gunder about it. But I think it's really good to get some professional opinion on this.
Because in my personal opinion, the only person we cared about is dead.
Well, care. Yeah, well...
The only one possible of paying us is dead.
Yeah,
and the only person that we care about is dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Both of those things. Yeah.
Lux, you were saying
Right. Interesting.
Well, I'll feel like someone kind of has to pay, but I'm also not sure how deep we are into this shit and how deep we should be into this.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good idea to just check it out, and if it looks too dangerous, maybe find some more help.
Yeah.
I am afraid that we are in over our heads at the moment, and that we don't want to be involved with the shady assassin, thieves guild, mercenary.
Alduin has
And-
literally already stated this, that he does not
Yeah.
want to be involved in that, so yeah.
Rin is also maybe smart enough to realize that whoever fled that window also saw you that entire time.
Yeah.
Mm,
And they know what you know.
yeah.
Yep. Well,
That's true.
come and get us, bitch.
So,
Mhm.
mm.
This is that moment in Morrowind where you get that note and it says, "We know
We've
what you
been
did."
observing you.
Yeah.
No, it's Oblivion, I think. I don't know if that's actually
It's
also in
Oblivion?
Morrowind. Yeah, Oblivion. You have to kill
Oh,
an
it's
innocent
brother-
person.
The Dark Brotherhood.
The Dark Brotherhood. Yeah, you have
Mhm.
to
The
kill an
Dark
innocent
Brotherhood.
person in cold blood for some... And for some reason you always end up with this note, because we're all assholes. Okay, I think with that...
Great.
We are going to end it here. Thank you all for joining. See you guys next week. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Oh, wait.